Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top 10 player at this game. Today, we are doing Throwdown Thursday, where I team up with Poorly Played Risk and review a 1v1 map to help her, and you, the viewer, get better at the game of Risk. Poorly Played Risk, want to introduce yourself?
Thanks, Olive. It's Mallory from Poorly Played Risk. And Olive, all I'll say is you are lucky I'm going second, buddy, because I think if I were going first, I'd have you.
Yeah, so today we're playing on Supermax Prison, manual, 120 seconds, because it's a tutorial, fog on, blizzards on. Here we see the bonuses: solitary confinement of +7, high security of +5, low security of +5, death row of +6, max security of +6, general population of +6, and admin of +9. And we can see right here that all of these are one border, besides the center. So the general strategy in Supermax is you want to select things in a certain order. The first thing that you want to select are the corner spots, taking into consideration the blizzards. So we can see the one I selected right here is a 5. We would see that this is connected to one territory here. So that's why it's a red. And we can also see this is connected to 2, 3, 4, 5 items like this, which is where the red 5 comes from. So now I'm going to continue to select the corner spots. And now Poorly Played Risk is only going to have one corner spot. I can hold max security a little bit easier than she can hold max security. This is a lot where the advantage of player 1 comes from. Now I just kind of match her a little bit, taking like the territories. So the ones that I'm taking right here are just basically mirroring her movements. And now what Poorly Played Risk is doing is she is trying to take 2 of these areas up here. I can only take 1 of them. So my personal style of Supermax is I like to try to go for like bigger areas like when I can, or at least make it easier to go for the bigger areas, because that makes it easier for me to get like a higher bonus than player 2. So I'll select this here. Poorly Played Risk will select one more. The next one, the last major corner spot is this territory right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one.
Yep. You then select one of the arm territories, L1, L2. I select the other one. Then what do you select?
I'm gonna pick this one.
Correct. Then you select the G territories, G1, G2. Now we get to one of the more challenging parts of Supermax, where you both need to try to select the middle territories and figure out which cells are going to be your strong points and which cells are going to be your weak points. As player 1, you will make player 2 select the last area within a cell. You also want to avoid selecting any of the territories in the middle until the very end. You want to leave the middle as open as possible, because in order for an opponent to get into one of your continents, they have to go through a gate right here. If a gate is blocked, it's hard for them to enter it. Ideally, you want player 1, player 2, and player 3 to each have... Ideally, you want to have player 1 and player 2 to each have 3 gates. If one of them has 4 of the gates covered, it gives the other player a significant advantage. So the subtle thing I did right here is I took the outside of this gate right here. So Poorly Played Risk, you select the middle area right there. I now have an easy line to take that continent for myself. Whereas if you selected the edge and I took the middle, I have to split in order to take the continent.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Dang it. I'm rusty. I don't know. Oh God, I've forgotten how to play this. It's been so long. I think that was wrong.
No, the spot wasn't bad. Yep, that spot's fine. I'm going to apply that same principle that I was applying before within the max security gate, where I just take high security entrance, and now I'm split on that +5. So if you want to go for it, it's going to be a lot harder for you. Now I take this one. That is interesting. You did decide to take General Population Corridor. That is one of the most connected territories on the board. You generally want to take that one last. So what I'll do is I'll take this one here.
Versus low security corridor.
I see what you're trying to do. You're basically trying to give yourself an easy access to a +5 somewhere. You guys gotta be careful taking General Population Corridor. That territory can have issues. All right, but now you select the last territory in the cells. Yep. And now once you select all the areas in the individual cell locations, player 1 will then select admin area. And then finally, player 1 will select the last gate. And player 2 has the option of choosing that gate. So now a poorly played Risk has to think about her strategy and which gates does she want to give up as an option and which gates does she want to prioritize getting. All right, so she blocks that one. I'll take this one because it's very hard for poorly played Risk to take this continent as well as me because she has to split 3 ways. I will take this one, and now she has to give me either General Population or Max Security, which will be 2 very strong gate options for me. Yep, and she blocks that one. So now, what poorly played Risk can do is player 1 has a very big advantage here, but in tournament play, you get 1 point for winning going first and 2 points for winning going second. Strategies to win as going second include 1, placing an 8 on each of the gates where your opponent may try to attack and try to block all of them. So 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Another option is to guess. Poorly played Risk may assume I'm not going for the top continent because that's the weakest, so she can leave 11 and 12 in 2 locations trying to block me. Other things that she can try to do is she can try to take multiple continents herself. So she can try to take the top left area. She can also try to take like the bottom area, hoping that I only try to take one area and I can't stop all of it. Or she can try like a single stack like within one location. As player 1, I can try to take multiple gates at once. I can try to single stack and take one location. I'll just use a very basic strategy of just trying to take one gate for myself right here. And I can see that poorly played Risk did not guess this correctly.
Sure didn't. Did not see that coming.
Yep. Take over my bonus. And this map has a total of 39 territories with blizzards. And so I want to make sure that you are at least at 25, or I'm at 25 or 28, so you get the least amount of territories possible for yourself. So now at this point, I'm going to get a huge bonus the next turn. I did lose a lot of troops. You're doing a 6v3, hoping to get lucky. And you did. And now you're trying to take more territory for yourself. I would have tried to prioritize taking a gate, as that would force me to react to it.
Yeah.
Also, you made another mistake as well by attacking down the middle in the upper right, because now I'm split off in 3 locations. And now it's almost impossible for you to take a low security.
Yeah, I tend to think, though, on Supermax, there's like almost nothing that can be done if you don't guess the person correctly. That's been my experience, at least. I might be wrong about that.
You gotta guess right and counter
correctly. Generally speaking. I don't know. I'm just being weird now, seeing if I can salvage
so now
this.
You're just leaving your army
There's
kind of
no coming back
right there, but I don't need to break it You also left me, because right now you're at 21 territories. So according to the rule of 3, you need to take at least one more.
Should have done one more. Olive,
So-
is there a list of the territories that have that rule of 3 on them? Because it seems
Any
like
map
a lot.
that
Or
has 42 territories without blizzards.
42 territories. Okay.
And this is 39 with blizzards.
Okay. Because it
So
seems like a
instead
lot
of
of the
blitzing
maps
poorly
have
played
that.
risk and hoping that I get lucky with a good roll, one little thing that you can do is just take as much of the map as possible. And we can see right here, what I'm doing is I'm just taking over a large portion of the map right here. And by taking this huge portion, I now have got poorly played risk to the 11 territory, because I'm at 28 right now. No reason for me to attack anything else. And now I have an overwhelming territory and troop lead. She only gets 8. She can probably won't be able to break 2 out of my 3 gates. I mean, I guess she could if she gets those type of rolls. Now doing the 4v3. Damn! Girl, you on fire!
Wow.
Ha!
What are the freaking odds of that?
I don't know, but that was pretty freaking good.
That was pretty freaking good. I agree that you guys don't rely on these kinds of odds for yourself. that was like miracle level rolls.
So
It's not going to matter though. This very next turn, all of my miracle rolls aren't going to matter. Right back where we started.
Yeah, but now I own all of these gates. But you get 1 extra territory, but now you have to break all of these. And you can see right here, it takes a lot more troops to break something. Yeah, I would have not have done an 8v5 like that. A better thing, I think, for you would have probably doing like a 4v2 to break my 2, and also break my 3. So you could have done a 4v2 and a 5v3. That would have given you about 50% chance to break 2 gates. Then you could have also done a 10v8, 70% chance. All of those working together is maybe about like 30-ish% chance, but you could have broken 3 gates and tied things up.
Yeah, okay.
So you want to think about how can I break the maximum amount of gates possible for myself in terms of like a logic puzzle. And also by putting all your stuff into 1 gate to break it, the 8v5 was like not guaranteed. You would have been better off breaking my 2 or 3 as well, because they're +6, whereas low security is only a +5.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't have given up. This maybe wasn't over for me.
It wasn't.
It felt over from that first turn. So that's one of the things I kind of like about Supermax is like you basically win or lose on what you do that very first turn. I find that to be interesting. It's like a little puzzle.
Yeah, you have to outpredict and outmaneuver your opponents.
I find that it's fun to be first on this one because I do think that you can sometimes do really creative things that are surprising to the other person. As a little fun fact, this is the first 1v1 map I ever learned, and I struggled with it so much I could not figure out what I was doing wrong. I watched, I'm not kidding, I think every single video ever created on Supermax from every single content creator.
Yeah, I just got my butt kicked by Zerup, one of the world's best 1v1 players, for about 20 hours to get better at the map.
That is so crazy. Yeah, Parlox is the one who taught me this originally.
Yes, but
I had no idea what I was doing.
And I was able to tie tank on Supermax, who beat Parlox in a 1v1 tournament, and I was able to tie tank. This is OliveXC and Poorly Played Risk, signing off.